Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype for this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Powering through. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's done. Catch made on the left side. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, A&M. Made the defense look slow that time. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
So the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they aren't down the touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here as he gets the pass away. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. It's done. The pocket breaking down. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, you go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the 1st down. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down after that previous play. It's a run to the left. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. About A&M backs over the years, they have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uniform.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw. It's done. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Aggies. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a short completion at the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Close to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for them. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Watch some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play here before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that falls incomplete as time runs out for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They're going to run it. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and hit him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And they'll use the ground game here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the same runner's got it again.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick throw to the left side. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's done. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen.
Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away,
He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And one final play before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. The kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. And here's the handoff. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for 1st down. To the air. It's done. Here comes a deep shot. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Here's the 2nd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a 1st down.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touch.
It's a fake. The kicker has got it. Going to try to run for this. Tackle short of the goal line to the gamble going for 2. Does not work. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the grab. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense starts with a short field. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The pass rush closing in. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking right, this one caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Dropping back. It's done. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass falls incomplete as time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W.